All right, I'm hitting record. We're recording. Welcome to Sunday night. Hey, Sarah. Hey, everybody. Um, we have tonight and tomorrow left in the month, and then it's already March. So pretty crazy. Awesome. This year is flying by. We have a ton of coaches really just pushing their businesses forward, setting big goals, and I'm just really proud of this team and everything that we've been able to accomplish in like 60 days. So I just get more and more excited going in month by month, just seeing how your business is growing and, the work that we're actually putting in to achieve our goals. So I definitely want to give Mackenzie the floor tonight. I know she's limited on time, so I don't want to ramble on, but I do want to go over the March specials just to give you guys a head start. Obviously, those aren't going to launch until the 1st, but I just really wanted to inform you and give you that material so that you're ahead of the game. So every month we have challenge pack specials, and it just so happens that in March we also have a product launch as well. So as you guys know, we have the 22-minute hardcore, which is Tony Horton's brand new program, 22 minutes. It's a 60-day program. It's releasing March 1st, and it's actually going to be on sale for the entire month. So it's going to be $140 plus tax or whatever. But the cool thing about this is, guys, is that it includes the only weight that you need with this program, which is the sandbag. So $140, and includes the equipment that you need. It comes with Shakeology, and that's a challenge pack special for that. We have PIO challenge pack that's also $140, and then we have the Kickstart PIO challenge pack, which is $180. So for new coaches who don't know what the Kickstart means, Kickstart just means that it includes a 3-day refresh as well. So sometimes people like to start with the 3-day refresh, go into their program, and Shakeology after that. And that's only $180 with the PIO for March. And then lastly, we also have the 3-day refresh again on sale for $140 as well. So lots of specials, tons of things we can be talking about with the new launch. If you go into your Coach Online office, you can search in the FAQs for all the information that you need to learn about the new launch. You can go to the product training guides and learn, who would benefit from 22 hardcore? What does it represent? How is it linked to the military and things like that? So really educate yourself. And then something that's really cool too, guys, is, our leader of leaders, Elizabeth Hartke, was actually in the test group. So she has been behind the scenes, already completed the program, and has seen amazing results. So she's been offering tons and tons of knowledge on her page. So you can check her out for reference as well. As far as Success Club in March goes, it's really awesome. So what they're doing for gifts, if you hit Success Club, is you're getting a Beachbody Performance tote. So our performance line, you're going to get a tote bag for that, but you're also going to get a sample pack. So if you guys want to try it, or if you know that you're already a fan of it, you can raffle off that sample pack to somebody, who does great in your challenge groups, or just somebody interested, or things like that. So I love when they do this. A lot you can do to really raffle this off. What else? Oh, I have another thing too. If you're going on the cruise, they have a really, really awesome opportunity for you guys. You have from March 1st to March 9th to get as many Success Club points as you can, because for the top 200 people in Diamond or above, and for the top 200 people in Diamond or below, they get the highest Success Club points, you're going to get a photo op with celebrity trainers. So bust out, hit Success Club 10, get your numbers high, because if you're going on the cruise, this is an amazing opportunity to have a chance to, get pictures taken with the people that change our lives. Let's see, I think that's it. Shakeology's birthday is March 15th, which is really cool. It's the 7th birthday of Shakeology, so Shakeology is celebrating 7 years. And that's it. So I just wanted to give you a head start on that. If you wrote that down, great. But otherwise, you'll get an email with this on March 1st with all that same information. Guys, I'm really excited today to introduce one of my best friends in life, but not only that, just an amazing partner in business, and it's one of our very own, Mackenzie Mullenax. She has been in this business since last April. She started, and she's just been somebody that's been extremely, extremely consistent. She's hit Success Club every single month. She's been diamond and fell out of it, so she knows what it's like to lose rank. She knows what it's like to succeed and fail. But one thing I love so much about her is, guys, she's never stopped going because she wants this business to work, and she's so open to being a student and growing and understanding how much it takes to really create something successful and something sustainable for herself and for her future goals. So she's here tonight to just enlighten us and share some of her tips and tricks and advice. She's very just like, you know, kind of off the cuff a lot of times. So she's probably going to get like super passionate or whatever. It doesn't, but whatever she says, it's going to be great. So just get your pen and paper out because she's going to give you some really great nuggets. And Mac, it's all yours when you're ready.
Okay. Oh gosh, my gosh. Okay. Thanks, Natalie. When she asked me. Okay, wait. I'm getting like really bad feedback.
I can hear you. I don't know.
Try muting your line. Help.
Okay.
Hello. Okay, that's way better. Sorry. Okay, I just kept hearing my echo. Thank you so much. And guys, like, I think we all know that Natalie is an incredible example. And I'll tell you right now, like, a lot of that has to do with her giving me that tough love, but mostly like me wanting to hear tough love sometimes. And that's like a lot of like kind of what, you know, I'll just start off by saying, like, you cannot be afraid to hear the truth about yourself. And she honestly, like, she asked me to speak and I was like, I don't really know like where to go with this because I feel like all we ever talk about is mindset. And you're probably like, okay, great. Like another call about mindset. Like what are they going to tell us? Like read these books, do this, do that, get your mind right for the last couple days of the month. But truthfully, that is the only thing that is going to change your business. The only thing that stands between you, where you are right now and where you see yourself being. Because that was what was standing in my way. And I can tell you right now, it does not happen overnight. It is not some like epiphany that you're going to have and your whole business is just going to shift. Because that's kind of what I was expecting to happen. Like I would have these highs and these lows and I did stay consistent, but I was never constantly going up. I would just kind of go up and then come back down a little bit and go up and come back down a little bit and go up and come back down. And it's because I was doing so well. So I would be like, all right, like I'm okay for right now. Like things are good. Like I'm doing well, you know, my business hit Success Club, whatever. And guys, like that's the number one way to let yourself fall in something like this is to start settling for things like that. Like start settling for, oh my gosh, I hit my goal. Oh, okay. Set another goal. You know what I mean? So do not ever think that your mindset and the way that you believe in who you are and like what you believe as like as your worth doesn't matter. Because I'll tell you, like, it's not going to happen overnight. It just like, you know, doing one workout isn't going to change your body, and having one deliciously tasty fattening meal is not going to make you gain back those 5 pounds and everything like that. Like that's the way that you have to treat your mindset. Like it's 100%. I was telling Natalie the other day that, you know, I'm somebody who suffered a lot from like anxiety that I didn't even think was affecting my business. Like just worrying about different things in my life, things that I wasn't, and I wouldn't say that it was like I was worrying about my business. I don't think coaching was what was creating that anxiety, but it was coming into my business. If my mind wasn't right somewhere else, it was affecting me as a coach. If I was waking up and thinking one thing and believing one thing, it's not like I could just switch flip that switch. Oh, okay, well, it's time for me to be a Beachbody coach now, so I need to be like this and think like this and do these things. It doesn't work like that. It has to be like your whole life. And I think that is where it's like that moment where you just let it happen. And that's kind of what I told her. I was like, you know, I feel like what changed for me was when I just let it go, like let things go and just started trusting in the fact that like I can do this, just like all of us can do this. It will, the work will pay off, and just giving it, just letting go and not putting that pressure on myself and not putting that pressure on my business, but just like doing those little things. If I didn't feel like my mind was right, I was doing something to make it right. Because that was, I'm telling you, that was the number one thing that changed for me. If you feel like, you know, that fire is starting to burn out, because it's going to sometimes, like it's just going to, like that's all there is to it. But you have to do what you got to do to light it back up, like fire it back up. Like there's nothing else, because guys, like if we're not going forward, we're either staying really still or we're going backward. And one step forward and 4 steps back is not a fun way to live, and it's not a fun way to be in this business. When I was hitting Success Club in the beginning, it really did feel like I was convincing people. It felt like I was, you know, like convincing them of these products. I believed in them. I saw what they did for my life, but I didn't really believe in the value that I could add to them. So yeah, I was that person. I was that vehicle that got them a challenge pack. And then that was pretty much it. I was running groups and stuff, guys, but like I didn't feel that passion coming within myself to do everything that I could to help them change their life the way that this changed my life. But I didn't know how to do that because I didn't let this totally change my life like it totally can. I was afraid of just surrendering to the awesomeness, because it's really okay to be awesome. Like it's really, really okay. Like we have to expect good things, or good things are not going to happen in our business. We should be expecting to hit Success Club. We should be expecting that coaches want to work with us. We should expect that post that we just posted is going to rock the world, because if you're not looking at yourself that way, nobody else is going to look at you that way. So you have to hold yourself at that up there. You got to put yourself up there, and even if you're not very happy with yourself, forgive yourself and move on, because like why wallow? You know what I mean? So kind of whenever she asked me like, well, the first thing that came to my mind was cut the freaking crap, because that's what I had to do. I just had to be like, you're wallowing in your excuses. You're not doing everything that you possibly could to hit diamond or to progress your business. You don't look at yourself as a leader because you're shocked at the fact that someone would want to work with you in the first place. And we can't think like that. Like we have to think that we're already there. It's not about how to get there. We'll get there as long as we believe that we deserve to be there. Wherever you're trying to go with this and wherever you're trying to take it, you have to believe that you're going to get there. You have to see it and envision it and not stop thinking about it. When we were in that push, I literally woke up every single day and said, I will be a diamond by February 11th. Every single day, it was on my mind. I was thinking about it. And at the end of the month, at the end of January, I needed to lock in my mom's account as Emerald. And I remember thinking, like, I'm not in any conversations with anyone. Like, I don't know how I'm going to make this happen, but I just know it's going to happen. I know I'll make it happen. If it doesn't happen right now, it's going to happen in the next 11 days. Like, it just was a non-negotiable that it was going to get done. Somehow it was going to come through. And lo and behold, at 9:30 p.m., someone messaged me. They were ready to go, ready to sign up right then and there. But here's why. They had been following me, guys. That is the importance of what you're putting out there for people to see, and what you're putting out there that is coming straight from you. She didn't even like message me because you know, she was interested in the programs that I've been doing, but the first thing she said was, oh my gosh, like I literally can't even deal with that video that you posted the other day of you just like dancing around in your living room. Now, that might not be you guys' jam. Like sometimes I probably shouldn't be dancing around in my living room and posting it everywhere, but I'm just saying, like, that's something that I think is so great to show. Like, I want to spread that to as many people as I possibly can. You know what I mean? Like, that's part of my message. That's part of my vibe that I want to put out there. And I was afraid to show that, to share that. I was like, well, people are going to probably think I'm weird. You know, I don't know. Like, I don't want to be like judged or whatever. And I can be honest with you, the minute that I was just like, whatever, I don't really give a crap about what you think, is the minute that I was finally taken serious. Like, you are the person who decides how serious you want to be taken in this whole thing. You know, if you don't believe in what you're saying and you don't believe in what you're putting out there and you're just trying to say what you think people would want to hear, then they're not really going to want to hear it. They can hear it somewhere else. You know, like, that's what makes this so awesome. Like, you have to take the time to figure out, and it takes some self-reflection. When you're reading personal development and you're doing, you know, I don't know, whatever it is that you do for your personal development, reading or listening to podcasts, you have to take the time after that to let your thoughts flow and be open to that going on all day long. I don't schedule my posts. I do not really pre-write things. If I have a thought and it's rolling, like, I'm writing it down 100%. But, like, guys, like, don't feel like it has to be some calculated thing. You know, you don't want to seem like that to people. You don't want to seem like you're just putting something out there to impress them or because it's part of what you do in your business. Sorry, there's someone over here. You know, you have to do it because, like, that's the message that you want to send. You have to be as passionate about what that message is that you want to put into the universe as you are about your challenge groups and hitting Success Club and taking this serious as a coach. Like, I had that thought one day. I said, you know what? If I looked at what I had to say and treated it like it was as effective as the first 21 days that I did in the 21-day Fix Extreme, as if that post can give someone the results that program gave me in those 21 days, like, I am beyond happy. Success Club is going to happen. Coaches are going to come. Like, that stuff will follow. But it's not going to follow if you're putting it out there, like, for those reasons. Because you're going to come off like you're looking for someone for the wrong reason. And they're going to read that, and they're not going to probably like it very much. You know, I struggled with that in the beginning. I was like, I don't know how to you know, make it seem like I'm not trying to sell them something. But really, that all changed when I just let myself understand how freaking awesome, the coaching opportunity is, and what that 21 days of that challenge pack actually did do for my life. You know, I never really sat down and thought, like, what if I wouldn't have done that? What if I wouldn't have committed? What if I would have never done that program that first time? Like, how would my life be different? You know, and I think we take that for granted sometimes. Like, we take for granted how those beginning moments really, really, really shaped who we are now, and, like, what this business has done for us, or what the programs and the products and stuff. We're not coming off salesy, but that's why, yeah, like Natalie said, being a product, like the product, that is, like, you know, we have to believe in it, because then we'll never feel like we're trying to sell to somebody. I'll be honest, I felt like that at the beginning. I always felt like I was trying to convince them, and I didn't let myself understand that it is okay to want to be that person in their life who can change their life. Like, that is okay, guys. Like, it's not a bad thing to change somebody's life and to be a positive impact. It doesn't mean that, you know, you're doing this for the wrong reasons. Like, you're the only one that's going to think that. If that thought comes in your head, then you're the only one who's thinking it, and then everyone else is going to think it. So as far as, like, content and stuff, and I feel like that kind of goes along with, like, you know, we have 2 days left in the month, and I can tell you right now, I've been there. I have been there. I mean, I've, like, locked it in the last, like, 2 days before, and it's really stressful. But you have to leave the confidence in your work ethic. As long as you did everything that you could and you believed until the clock struck 12, then you move on and you go to the next month, you know? Because that's what I told myself. I was like, if I don't hit diamond, I am going to be damn well sure that it's not because I didn't believe I could do it, and I didn't believe that I was worthy of that, and that somebody wanted to work with me. When I put out a coach sneak peek post once, someone commented on it, and I remember texting Natalie and being like, oh my God, like, somebody commented on my sneak peek post, and I can't wait, I'm gonna add them, this is so great. And she, like, totally played it off. She was like, yeah, that's cool. And I was like, whoa, okay, hello, somebody wants to be in my sneak peek, like, why aren't you excited about that? You should be jumping for joy too. I don't get it. And then I realized, guys, that's, like, supposed to happen. People are supposed to want to work with you. They're supposed to be moved by you. They're supposed to be driven by you. They're supposed to be obsessed with you. But you have to think that about yourself, or they're not gonna be. You know what I mean? Like, that's just that simple. And that's kind of where it goes to just like letting it do its thing. Just put that shit out there and it will come back to you. But you have to believe in it when you put it out there. You can't half-ass it. You can't, be what you think people would want to hear from a Beachbody coach. Yes, we are partnered with Beachbody. Yes, we utilize their products. It's an amazing company to work with. But like at the end of the day, like I am not going to want to work with somebody who is just like, I'm a Beachbody coach, like that's what I do. I sell challenge packs and I do this and that and that's it. No, I want to work with some like rock star who's confident in themselves, who is not afraid to admit that they failed, who struggles with their nutrition and fitness just like everybody else does, guys. Like, we are human beings and that's all there is to it. We do not have to be perfect as leaders. We just have to believe that somebody would want to follow us. Like it's not about being perfect. And that's what weighed on me for so long. I had all these things that I'm like, well, I don't really, I didn't think I was worthy that somebody would want to follow me, that I had anything to share with somebody. And honestly, when I just like threw that out the window, it all started making sense. That's where that weird shift started to happen that everybody kind of talks about, like it's not anything different. It was nothing different except my mindset and just taking action. Because once you're confident in your mind, you're going to start doing. You will not, you won't sit back and be afraid anymore. When you believe that you can do it, you'll just start doing it. Because it really isn't, like the how really doesn't matter. Like it will come. You're going to figure out how to do something always. There's always a way of how to do it. You know what I mean? You just have to like want to do it. You have to want to hit Success Club in the next 2 days. When you read personal development, you have to want that to change you. And I think that that's like hard to understand that, like, I went through a really tough time because of personal development, like really, really tough. Like it shook me so hard because I was vulnerable and started to learn about myself. And, there were things that I wish that I never in a million years thought that I would have to deal with. And just, everybody's got a past. Everybody's got things that they're not happy with in their life. And that does not define who you are. What defines who you are is like what you're currently thinking and you're going towards. So that's why that is so important. And I'm telling you guys, like, the more you get knocked down, the stronger you get every single time you stand back up. Every single time you get a little bit stronger. So appreciate those moments where you literally feel like you can't stand up, where you literally feel like it's 2 days left in the month and you aren't where you want to be. That's okay. You're supposed to be going through that hard time. That doesn't mean that you're not a good coach. That doesn't mean that you're not going to hit your goal. It doesn't mean anything except the fact that you need to learn right then in that moment to start pushing a little bit harder. Nothing else. It doesn't mean anything else. It just means that you have to go a little harder. And once you go a little harder, the next time you're going to go even harder. And it won't even seem like that problem was the problem. It really won't. Like, you'll be so far gone and past that and so much stronger because you just decided to push in that moment. And that's where it really is, that decision. Like, it is all in your mind. And I know that that's like I said, like, I know we just talk about that all the time. We beat that into our heads. Mindset. But I'm telling you, it is the secret sauce. It's the secret sauce. Don't wait for epiphanies because they're going to happen and they're stupid. They're like this little teaser that everything's great in your life. And once it happens, you're like, okay, well, this happened. So then you start to tell yourself this story that goes along with it, right? And then next thing you know, you're like, okay, wait, what's reality? I don't even, like, wait, I'm confused, right? Like, those epiphanies are just a stupid tease. They're not really, like, real. You already knew whatever clicked in that moment anyway. You just were avoiding it. You were wallowing. You were just, letting yourself suffer a little bit longer for absolutely no reason. Those epiphanies are those things that you just let hit you in the moment because you're tired of sitting sitting in crap. So that's why you call it an epiphany, to make that moment just like big and grand and broad and like the answer to everything. But really, whatever hits you in those epiphany moments, you probably already knew, you just were avoiding and weren't like, you know, being honest with yourself about in the first place. I was reading You Are a Badass, and she said, an epiphany is a visceral understanding of something you already know. It's literally something that you already knew. You just had to be slapped in the face with it. Well, honestly, like, save yourself the time and just stop waiting on those to come and just keep moving forward. Because, like I said, like, that epiphany will only stay with you for a little while. Because that's where my highs and lows came, guys. Like, I would be so on. And then that moment that I came down from that high, like, I punished myself a little bit. I felt guilty a little bit. I was like, all right, well, why am I not still there? What happened? What did I do? What went wrong? You know? And really, it's just the fact that, like, yeah, I wasn't continuing to go forward. I was just chilling on my epiphany for a little while. And that's not going to make you go forward. It truly will make you fall a couple steps back. So always be going forward. And like I said, I know it's the last 2 days in the month, and I know that sometimes things aren't where we want them to be, but what you need to do in the next 2 days is not think about a Success Club number. Don't think about the fact that you might not hit your goal, or that you for the first time you're not going to hit whatever, or I don't know, wherever you're at, don't think about that. And if you are at Success Club, I mean, what other person needs you right now? What other person might need that $20 off on the 21-day fix extreme? Like, what person needs to hear from you, or needs to see your message, or needs to laugh because you put something out there that somebody else might not have put out there, or is just refreshed at the fact that you're being yourself unapologetically? Because I think that before anything, just showing the world that you are unapologetically yourself is the best lesson, the best message that we could send, no matter what. It doesn't have to be about lifestyle. It doesn't always have to be about fitness, guys. It doesn't always have to be about all those things that we wrap in that little box. Sometimes people just need to be reminded that it is awesome to be yourself and be totally cool with it and be totally happy about it. Like, be happy about who you are. Like, that's what you need to put out there, because you're going to bring somebody in to you that's going to be like, hey, how did you get so happy with who you are? How did you get so, like, just cool with it, like, not worrying about anybody else, and sending that message out there. And that's where figuring out what kind of mark you want to leave on this world is really important. And I know that sounds like kind of big, like really big and broad and kind of scary, but like, that's the way you need to think about it. It might not be that we're at the Oscars right now about to accept an award type of mark on the world, but it might be some person that just needed to read something that you said, or just needed to see you smiling that day, or whatever, and just needed to be reminded that, like, that's okay. You got to figure out what it is that you want to send out into the universe, because it will come back to you if you really believe in it. If you believe in what you're saying and what you're doing is authentic to you, it will be returned. And that's kind of where that letting go just happens. You believe so much more in yourself, and the fact that that will be returned to you. You have to believe in that so much more than the fear of failing trying to do that. You have to believe in that more. The faith in yourself and what the world has in store for you has to be stronger than the fear of failing in front of the world and in front of yourself. Because I think we all know that sometimes it's worse to know within yourself that you failed rather than 400 people know. We're our hardest critics sometimes. And especially in a business like this, guys, like, nobody else is doing it for us. Nobody, as many times as Natalie gave me that tough love and kind of got me back on track and helped me work through things with me, at the end of the day, I realized, like, Nobody else is going to build this business but me. Bottom line. Nobody else is going to bring me my goals but me. I mean, I could have a million coaches, but what kind of team am I going to have if they're not, if they have no leader type thing, you know? Like, they're not going to come to you if you don't believe that they're meant to be there, guys. Like, it really is that simple. And you're the only person that's going to do that. You're the only person that can build the team of your dreams. You're the only person that is going to bring you your goals. You're in charge. And that's a hard pill to swallow sometimes. Like, the highs and the lows, that's all you. But whenever you decide to just understand that it's simple, it's really, really, really simple. Like, it all just has to do with that daily action of not just your vital behaviors, but the daily action of visualizing yourself already there. Because, you know, yeah, you're going to have to grow along the way, but at the end of the day, you have to believe you'll get there, or you won't. You just won't. I tried to get back to diamond for like 3 or 4 months. I don't even know how long it was. When I lost that rank and I was like a new coach, I didn't really understand like what it meant. Like, honestly, like, Natalie posted this really cool banner and like it was so exciting and everybody in the team page was like, oh my god, like, you're a diamond. And I was just like, cool, like, it's exciting. I'm building a business. I'm so excited. Guys, I had no idea like what it really meant to like take on that leadership role. I really didn't. And I tried. So I was like, why am I not getting to diamond? Like, I'm consistent. I'm hitting Success Club every month. I'm bringing in new coaches, but I was just like overwhelmed at all of it. And I didn't break it down to understand that, guys, it's so simple when we bring on a new coach. We do exactly what was done for us. Like, don't just psych yourself out and be like, oh my God, they're going to like freak out and they're not going to know. And I'm going to give them too much information. And then they're probably not going to know how to post because I didn't give them the right tools and like all this crazy stuff. They're not going to know what to do with the first challenge group because, you know, I don't know. Like, I just remember being so psyched out by it. Like, I wasn't going to be able to handle it or something. And we're talking like one coach, right? But literally that stuff will just come if you stop worrying about it. Just stop worrying about it. Like, and start focusing on the smallest things. Where your mind's at every single day. Why you actually want to hit Success Club. What does that even mean? Success Club. Okay, yeah, that builds our business. But let's be honest, guys. Like, those are literally human beings that we get to, you know, either change their life with the products and you get to change their life as a person. You're helping them through that. Or this beautiful coaching opportunity. So in the next 2 days, think to yourself really hard and put it out there. I know this sounds weird, but I'm telling you, put it into the universe that you need 2 more people. You need 3 more people. You want to work with 3 more people. You have something inside of you that you have to share with them, or it just won't be right. Like, that bottom line, like, there are people out there who need me and I want to find them and I want to help them and I want to change their life. That's where your mind needs to be at. And the Success Club points will come. The rank will come. The Success Club points will come. I hit diamond when I realized what this business did for me as a whole. When I let it just change my life as a whole. I'm talking, I don't wake up anymore and worry about stuff. Couldn't tell you the last time I felt literally paralyzed by anxiety. And I'm telling you, like, I used to really bad all the time. And I didn't think that it affected my business, but it did. There were pieces of me that I just, you know, just had some problem. It was all the time, guys. Worry, 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 worry. And fear and anxiety and worrying about something is only real when you make it real. You know, like, it's only a thing if you make it a thing. So if you're making it a thing that you aren't going to get to Success Club, you're not going to get to Success Club. If you're making it a thing that you just can't hit diamond, you don't know why, or you can't get this next rank, then yeah, you're not going to get it, because there it is. You made it a thing. You created that. You create what happens in front of you. Obviously, we're not in control of everything. That's obvious. We are not the rulers of the universe. We cannot snap our fingers and make things appear. That's not what I mean, but I'm saying that if there's a way that you want to feel and there's a way that you want to live your life, like, you're in total control of that. Total control of that. When I realized that this business changed me as a human being and I understood that I could do that for somebody else, it was so simple. It made it so much simpler. I just could not wait to give that to somebody. But that takes some time. You gotta be open to figuring that out for yourself. That might not be the same reason for me that it is for you, you know, and that's what's awesome. We're all different. We're all going to work with different people. We're all going to have different types of teams, but you have to figure out what kind of team you want, what kind of message you want to send, what kind of person you want to be in somebody else's life. The way that this business changed your life, how could it change somebody else's? So that's that moment of just letting it happen. And then, you know, being so pumped to give it back, because that's when it changed. I wasn't scared to talk to somebody about coaching anymore after that. I really wasn't. In the same with challenge packs, I didn't feel like I was convincing anyone anymore. I was so like, I just woke up to the simple fact that, oh my God, like, what would my life be like right now had I never done that first challenge group with Natalie, or had I never, you know, kept going when I lost Diamond, or, you know, I didn't hit Success Club 10 one month, or, you know, I didn't reach those goals. Like, what would my life look like had I not addressed those things because of personal development, and had I not pushed through those moments? So take time, let your mind be open to those thoughts, let your mind be open to that type of reflection, and that those moments of just really, really, really digging deep and figuring that out for yourself. And it's going to come through in your posts. It's going to come through in your conversations. You won't have to think about what to say to anyone anymore. You will not be afraid of bringing up the coaching opportunity. You won't be scared that you sound salesy. None of that's going to matter. That person's going to know that deep down, like, you have something to give to them, because they're going to see it in your own life. You know, they're going to see that change in your life, and they're going to want that, because you are just, you know, head popping off, freaking happy to be alive. And it doesn't have, like I said, it doesn't have to be I'm head popping off, happy to be a Beachbody coach. Obviously, that's what's given me this, you know, but I'm just saying, guys, that's going to come later. They're going to be attracted to you because you're just so, you know, you're you. You are so unapologetically you. And, you know, it takes some time to figure that out, but do it. Do it all the way. That's all I got.
Well, I think that's plenty. Do you guys agree with me when I was like, I think we all just need some Mackenzie in our lives every once in a while? Like, she's insane. Like, that was so great. Thank you so much. Do you have a second if anybody has questions?
Totally. I didn't even realize. I was probably like totally rambling there. Sorry. I talk really fast.
No, it was great.
Yeah.
Do you guys have anything to ask? Comment on? Any goals you have in the next 2 days that you could want some advice from a Diamond coach? We're so quiet. I think you left us speechless. Because you're basically, like, for me, you're just making my mind spin. You're like, just stop making excuses for yourself. Just do it. Like, I have so many goals that I want to hit the next 2 days, and it's the fear, you know, and it's like already convincing myself that, you know, and I just have to stop convincing myself that the month is over, because it's not. And that was very enlightening for me. So thank you.
Yeah. I know, I'm like going to take a breath. I feel like I'm like, I just go on and on and on.
All right, guys. Well, we have two options here. We can jump off the call and turn on the Oscars, or we can jump off the call and reflect for like 10 to 15 minutes and put out like an awesome post about how we feel, how this call made us feel, what we're excited for, things that we're looking forward to change and growth in our lives, because that's what this call is about. So, you know, action. Take action on your business. Know that there's even though it's 9:00 at night, there's still time, and we have all day tomorrow. But I really challenge you, like, make this a priority for the next 20 minutes when you get off, and just really, like Mackenzie said, get into your thoughts. Put your vibes out there right now, whatever you're feeling, whatever notes you took while your mind is fresh. And then when you're done and you have that content and you put it out there, walk away for the night. Make a to-do list, like kind of brain dump your list onto your tablet or your computer on your notes. Figure out what's on your to-do list for tomorrow, brain dump it all, and then just say goodnight. Put some good content out there, develop your thoughts, make your to-do list for tomorrow, and then wake up tomorrow with a burning passion that we're not letting one more day go by, that we're not giving this everything that we have, because that's what we want ultimately. That's why we're here. So
wait, let me say one more thing.
Yeah, girl.
I just had this experience with somebody, guys, and I think this is something to remember going into the last few days of a month. Don't think that that person doesn't want to hear from you or doesn't need you or wouldn't need anything that you could have to offer them. There was a girl who I went to school with, and she was following me like crazy on Instagram and liking all my stuff. And I always was like, I need to reach out to her. I should probably reach out to her. I need to reach out to her. I never did. And, she ended up signing up with Amy Silverman as her coach. And I remember her messaging me, and I was like so shocked that somebody who was working with Amy like wanted to talk to me about my experiences, about what I'd gone through on the 21 Day Fix. Of course, I was like, Amy's an amazing coach and all this stuff. But like, guys, like, she wanted to know what I had to say because we went to school together. She could relate to what I was saying in my post, but I just, and she probably liked one of Amy's photos. She followed up, bada bing, bada boom. It's that simple. Don't think that they don't need you or that they wouldn't want to hear from you or that they probably just think you're reaching out because this is your job. Don't think that. Just do it. They are watching you for a reason, and they were put there for a reason. Yeah. Just do it no matter what. Don't put that limiting thought in your mind. You just really, really, really never know. So
exactly. Thank you so much for taking time out of your night. Guys, she's at work right now. She's managing at her restaurant, and she took the time tonight. So for everybody that understands what it's like to have a job, full-time job, and Beachbody coach, she's proof of that as well. So Mac, thanks again. Love you. And
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.